Hi guys, how are you all doing? Welcome to the tennis world with the tennis expert. I am your tennis expert. I'm here to preview the sorry about that. I'm here to preview the 2023 Australian Open final. Let's just take a quick look back at both semi-finals. Djokovic wins in 3 straight sets over Tommy Paul. Good match there. And 4 sets, Stefanos Tsitsipas over Karen Khachanov, right? So now we're left with the Novak Djokovic Stefanos Tsitsipas final. I felt like in Djokovic's win, he did a, you can see that he was a bit tired, maybe had an injury. His movement's a bit slow. He's not going for the consistent rally game, but he's actually having a very good serve, right? And also standing in the middle of the court and attacking and controlling the court and pushing his opponent around. When they're able to push him around, he's not so good because of the injury, but he's just focusing on where he's strong. Serve and just attack in the middle of the court and controlling the rally and making the opponent on the run the majority of the time. Yes, when he's moved, he's struggling, but he's trying his best to not have to move much. And when he is, he's putting up with the pain, not doing it as good as he usually would, but still trying to do it sufficiently. Um, but yeah, just trying to deep returns, big serves, and then stand in the middle, control the court, being very aggressive and pushing opponents around, and the weakness in the movement due to the injury. And then when the opponent's good enough to move him around, he's struggling. But I'm finding both today and most of his previous matches, the opponent's hitting right to him and not even moving him around, and he's just capitalizing. His injury is about movement, his legs, not in the upper body. He can stand in the middle and hammer the ball and be attacking it. He's doing that very well. So if you're not going to move him around, you're not good enough. The injury is not affected. He's able to stand in the middle, attack, push the guy around, right? He's also the serve and then the attacking return of serve to be in a better position to push the opponent around. But he's not a good, consistent rally with a lot of speed at the moment due to the injury, but he's making up for it by serving as good as he's ever served, attacking, and he's not getting opponents that are good enough to move him around. So he's just able to focus on his strength. Stand in the middle, attack, move the opponent around. They're going to keep hitting it right to him and then serving in big moments. Tsitsipas played well. 2 power guys. He's just a bit better. Like they both have a big serve. They both have a big forehand. Tsitsipas is a bit more consistent as far as less errors. He's a bit faster with movement. And then when they're trying to attack, he's a bit better to come to the net and finish the point off at the net than Khachanov, who's weak at the net. So he's basically like a similar style, but better on attacking because they've got the serve and forehand, but Tsitsipas better to finish at the net, better defensively, and better to keep the errors down while still having the aggressive game, right? And then he won in 4 sets there. I really think now when I look at this preview, I think when Djokovic beats Tsitsipas, people like Tsitsipas, the rare of such styles, I just think like when I look at it, right, his movement is so important to that because like he's able to return the big serve of Tsitsipas, force him into a rally, and then in the rally, move him around and expose the lack of movement from Tsitsipas and push him around in the rallies. He's also able to make it not only am I going to get you a great serve back, force you into a rally, when you're playing your attacking game, you're going to hit 3, 4, 5 great shots. I'm going to have great defense, so I'm going to keep running and make you hit one powerful shot near the line, another powerful shot near the line, another, and eventually you go for too much power, too close to the line and make errors because you're trying to hit the ball too hard close to the line to get past Djokovic's defense. And then also, if you don't go for a lot of power, Djokovic is able to, with his speed, turn defense into offense and move you around and out rally, right? That's a key part of the game. And then so Djokovic will turn defense into offense, move you around, out rally you. And then to stop that happening, you're frustrated because your serve's coming back. You hit 3 good shots in the rally, you're still not finished the point because of the defense. And then you just got to go for too much power close to the line, make an error. And if you don't, Djokovic is in control. He's bossing you around and he's standing in the middle, and your lack of great defense is a problem. So in the end, you're just out rallied. So then you need to be attacking, but the problem is he's getting your serve back. He's defending great. He's making you hit 3 or 4 great shots to get past his defense, and you get impatient. And then again, he can turn defense to offense and then out rally you, right? So that's a key part of his game. And then Tsitsipas doesn't have the patience to wait. Every time 3, 4, 5 good shots just to finish the rally, he's going to make errors. He's going to go for too much. And then if he doesn't again, Djokovic will move him around. But so much of that, the ability to get back the serve, force Tsitsipas has to hit 3 or 4 good shots just to finish the point and out rally him, and then Tsitsipas having to go for power close to the line making errors or be out rallied, is revolving around Djokovic's return of serve and his great movement and the fact that he's great in these long rallies. Right now, he doesn't have that movement because of the injury and maybe some tiredness. So when Tsitsipas hits the one shot hard and fast to the left or right, Djokovic is going to be moving slower to the ball, and it's going to be a forced error. And Tsitsipas is great at that, guys who are not fast and not good movers. He can just play his attacking game, hit it fast to the right or the left, and get a forced error because the guy's moving slow. It's Djokovic's amazing speed asking to hit 3, 4, 5 good shots just to win a point, that he ends up making an error. But the question is, does Djokovic have that great movement to ask Tsitsipas to hit 3, 4, 5, 6 good shots and even turn defense into offense and then move Tsitsipas around? Because that's why he wins. And then he can out rally Tsitsipas, and Tsitsipas is going to make errors to try to get past Djokovic's speed and defense, right? Does he have that? Because if he doesn't, Tsitsipas can just play his normal power game, attack, move the opponent a bit to the right or left. They're a bit slow. He gets a forced error and he wins the point with his attacking game. So the whole part of this game is Djokovic able to get his movement back to 100% or maybe 95%? If he is, he can out rally Tsitsipas, he can move him around, he can turn defense into offense. He can require Tsitsipas to have to 3, 4, 5 good shots just to win each point, and eventually you get sick of it and go for too much and make an error. Or is his movement not at 100%, where Tsitsipas can just play his normal attacking game, serve, forehand, come into the net, one good powerful shot to the right and left, Djokovic moves slow and he gets a forced error and wins the point. The whole thing is going to be about Djokovic movement. And what I've seen, Djokovic movement hasn't been great. Guys have been hitting the ball to him or hitting the ball out when they try to attack. I believe Tsitsipas has the attacking game to move Djokovic around, and his attacking game will cause forced errors because Djokovic is going to be arriving late at the ball, right? So I think if Djokovic is 100%, he'll be able to play great defense, turn it into offense, beat Tsitsipas in the long rallies. But with Djokovic, with these leg problems and injuries and tiredness, he can't play defense. He can't be in a long rally. So he's going to have to attack and overpower the opponent and be in control of the majority of the points. Well, this is a power contest. Who can outgun the other guy and who can be the guy standing in the middle and pushing the other guy around and dictate points by trying to shorten the point with the power game? Who's better at that? It's Tsitsipas. Djokovic is better because he's got a return of serve. He can get the serve back. He can play defense. You can out rally him and move him around and force him to hit 3, 4, 5 good shots. That's Djokovic's game. Tsitsipas is the power and attacking game. But because Djokovic can't do that, he has to outgun Tsitsipas with power. And then Tsitsipas has more power than him. When they're both trying to play with power to shorten the points, Tsitsipas has more power, a better serve, So Djokovic can't do that. And then I don't think he can play the long rally game because he doesn't have the movement at the moment because of the injury. So I'm just saying, based on Djokovic's injury solely, I'm going to say Tsitsipas is in 5 sets. Could be 4, but I'll say 5. I think if Djokovic somehow gets his health back to 100%, then he can get Tsitsipas in his long, drawn-out rallies, move him around, out-rally him, ask him to hit 3, 4, 5 good shots with his speed, and then Tsitsipas has to go for too much power, too close to the white and get it out. Or if he doesn't, then Djokovic is moving him around. But that's based on Djokovic's health near 100%. Without it, he has to try to outpower Tsitsipas. Both guys don't want to be on defense, don't want to move. So they're both fighting for who's going to push the other guy around with power. Shorten points, take risks, go for it near the line, power game. Who's going to do better at that? Because Djokovic now can't do the long rally. I think Tsitsipas is better than that. And he's ideal in a game where he just has to go for it, hit one good shot, push the guy to the right or left. They're a bit slower and they can't get it back. That's his game. If that's all Djokovic can offer, which I believe it is, I believe that Tsitsipas will win this match and will be good enough in a way that no one else has done to actually show up the injury and fitness issues and beat Djokovic. But if Djokovic gets his legs to 100%, then I'm going to say 4 or 5 sets, probably 4 for Djokovic, but it'll involve great defense, running down balls, great speed, long rallies, outlasting Tsitsipas, moving Tsitsipas around, forcing him to hit 3, 4, 5 good shots to get through Djokovic as a wall defender. He'll rely on that. And if he can do it, he can beat Tsitsipas. But I'm saying as for now, he showed that he doesn't have it. So all Tsitsipas needs to do is be attacking, hit it on the court, moving to the right or left. And when he plays out of power, attacking, shorten points, serve, forehand, come into the net, if the defender is not that great, he just pushes them one powerful shot, pushes them to the right or left. They arrive late, and it's a forced error. That's Tsitsipas's game. And because of Djokovic's movement, I think he's going to do that. And I think Djokovic is the only way is he's going to have to attack, control the points, shorten the points, stand in the middle, have the other guy around. So he's going to have to overpower Tsitsipas and shorten the points and not make it be about long rallies. Be about him serving, overpowering, standing in the middle, dictating points. But I think in a battle of two guys with a power game, who's going to be better at shortening the points? Who's going to overpower each other to with the serve and the power game and the going for the ball near the line? Who's going to have more power to get control of more points? Because Djokovic doesn't want the long rallies. That's not Tsitsipas's game. I think Tsitsipas will outgun Djokovic in that, and his movement will be exposed. And then the long rally game that Djokovic would go with the speed and the defense, I just don't think he's got that. So for that reason, I'm going for Tsitsipas in 5 sets. I do think Djokovic, I think it's really about physically Tsitsipas is in a better state. His game is all ready to win. Djokovic is injured, tired, run down, and all of these things, right? But I think it's going to be mental versus physical. So Djokovic has shown where he didn't have it physically the other days, but he beat the guy mentally. So if Tsitsipas is nervous and plays a poor game and I'm going to have to win my first Grand Slam, I'm going to have to beat Djokovic. This is his best Grand Slam and all that pressure, and it gets to him mentally and he can't play his best. Djokovic would just do to what he did to everyone else. But I think Tsitsipas is ready. I think that the main thing that Djokovic uses against Tsitsipas is great defense and speed and rallying. I don't think he physically has that. And I think it's just going to be Djokovic has to try to attack, shorten points, and overpower Tsitsipas. And who's going to be more attacking, who's got more power, because Djokovic can't rally. He needs to overpower him, but I think Tsitsipas has more power, so he can outgun him here and expose Djokovic's lack of movement with the leg. And it'll just be about both guys trying to get control of the point with their power game. Who's going to do better? And I think Tsitsipas will do better and Tsitsipas will win. But if Djokovic is healthy and he's got his legs and speed and can be great in long rallies, yes, he would win. But I just don't think he has that. So his physical issues, Tsitsipas is going to take advantage. He's going to overpower him. So Tsitsipas in 5 sets, could be 4. But if Djokovic is 100% healthy, he wins with his defense, consistency, long rallying, and speed. But I don't think he has it. So I'm saying Tsitsipas is going to overpower him and win this in 5 sets. So Tsitsipas in 5. But if Djokovic is healthy, he wins it. But he hasn't shown me enough health, so I'm going Tsitsipas in 5 to overpower Djokovic and expose his lack of movement. And Stefanos Tsitsipas will be your 2023 Australian Open champion. This was your 2023 Australian Open final preview, and Stefanos Tsitsipas will be your 2023 Australian Open champion. He'll win this one in 5 sets over Novak Djokovic. That's my video for today. Subscribe, bell notification, thumbs up. I'll review the tournament. I'll do a video on the GOAT debate and where it stands after this tournament. It'll be very critical, but to get a full tournament review, a final review, update on where we are at the GOAT debate. My next video in a few days. So subscribe, bell notification, thumbs up, and be back here for a few days from now. So guys, see you guys in a few days, and thanks for being with me. Don't forget to subscribe. See you guys in a few days. Bye for now.